Life of Muhammad. 13. Torture begins. Do the people think they will simply say we believe and they will not be tested? I certainly tested those before them, and I will certainly make known those who are truthful and those who are liars. Do those who do evil think they will race ahead of me? Evil is what they judge. Whoever hopes for the meeting with his maker, then it is really coming. And he is the hearer, all-knower. Quran 29:2. Prophet Muhammad spent his time doing one of two things in Mecca. He was either sharing the message of God to the people or he was praying to God next to the Kaaba. A man from the elite of Quraysh named Abu Jahl felt angry. Why was Muhammad confident enough to pray here, in front of everyone, in public? One day when Prophet Muhammad was praying, he prostrated to God by putting his forehead on the ground. This act shows total humility and obedience to God. One of the elite of Mecca dared another to go to the garbage area of the city and pick up the intestines of a dead camel. The man then carried them towards the Kaaba and threw them on the back of Prophet Muhammad between his shoulders. The Prophet could not get up from prayer due to the heaviness on his back. The elite of Quraysh started to laugh and fall on top of each other. No believer was strong enough to do anything. So a believer ran to the house of Prophet Muhammad and the 8-year-old daughter of the Prophet called Fatima came crying and removed the filth from the back of her father. In another time, the Prophet was praying and Abu Jahl got a cloth and tied it around the neck of the Prophet till he was about to choke to death. His friend Abu Bakr came and pulled Abu Jahl away. The Prophet then stood up and said 3 times, "O Allah, punish the Quraysh." Every single one of these men would die in a battle in the future. Bilal, the one who frustrated the elite. Bilal, a black African slave belonging to an elite from Quraysh, was put on the hot desert sand. A boulder was put on his chest. "Where is your God now?" he asked Bilal. "Ahad and Ahad," meaning one and only one, shouted Bilal. Bilal followed Prophet Muhammad. He believed that God's words were true. And he rejected the idols and false gods. So he was tortured by the Quraysh to deter others from following Muhammad. But Bilal would not listen to them. "One God, only one," he would answer. A rope was placed on his neck and he would be dragged across the streets of Mecca and people would laugh at him. The believers were only a few, but they did not know how to stop this evil. Abu Bakr, the best friend of Prophet Muhammad, was a rich businessman who felt saddened by the torture he saw all around him. Abu Bakr said to the Quraysh man that he would pay him many gold coins to buy Bilal. The man accepted the payment out of greed, then Abu Bakr hugged Bilal and told him that he is now free. Many weak followers of Prophet Muhammad were imprisoned, hung on crosses and whipped, tortured and burned, and some even killed. Those who tempt and torture the believing men and women, and they do not seek God's forgiveness, especially for them, is the punishment of the torture chamber of hell, and especially for them is the punishment of burning. But those who believe and do good is the reward of the gardens under which rivers flow, that is the supreme success. Quran 85:11.